All right, everyone. My name is Ryan Pedersen, and before coming to Centriq, my only technical experience at all was about 5 years in the video production field, which is kind of interesting. I have nothing to do with that camera over there. It's probably the first time in 5 years I have nothing to do with the camera. After a few years in the video production field, I decided to sign a football scholarship to go to Abilene University, right down the road down there. And I went there, and it was college. And I went there, and I just wasn't really inspired by anything. And in fact, there was only one thing I was really inspired about. Even football kind of faded away after a while. It was my 7 a.m. on Monday class. I don't know if anybody's had a 7 a.m. On Monday class in college, but nobody loves it. Nobody. I woke up at 6:30 probably every other day, so I kind of fit in with my sleeping schedule. But I just remember every morning, like jumping into my shoes. I would lay out my shoes and I would jump in them to go to class that morning, and I would come in early and I would stay late. It was my understanding computers classes, if that would be the class it was. But anyway, I was really excited about that. We learned a little bit of Visual Basic, a little bit of Python, and every day we were learning one of those two subjects, in early, out late, just talking to the instructor, the professor at the time, about what I could learn, what I could do on the side. And I have a family member that works at Centriq, and she has been in my ear for a few years now, many years actually, about coming to Centriq. She thought I'd be a good fit for it. So I came up here, and I decided to try it out. I decided to sit classes on both sides of the track, the admin track over on the rec side, or the dark side of the building is what it's called. And then sit over here on the left side, the LS. And so I remember the first time I ever sat down in a .NET class. It was the old MVC2 class, MVC2, correct? Yeah, something like that, MVC Advanced. It was the week before project. So it was pretty advanced, and I remember watching the instructor teaching at the time, and I just thought he was a wizard. I thought everything he did was absolutely amazing. Just to make a computer do things that I never, the things you never think of and how much work goes into them, I thought it was amazing. So signed up for the track. 3 months after that, I started in January, and 7 months after signing, or something around 7 months, I'm here, standing in front of you, and now I am a wizard, I guess. No offense to John. But anyway, this is my personal site. You can navigate through it a little bit. It's cleansheetcoding.com, which is a soccer reference. When we made these, we obviously used CSS, cascading style sheets. So I took that, and in soccer, if a goalkeeper doesn't let anybody score, it is a clean sheet. Also, I like clean code. I'm very protective about my code. But you can navigate through here. Resume, links to my classmates' sites, a little contact me. I'm not giving away jelly beans though, I'm sorry.
Voting's still open.
Anyway, let's get to the main event of the evening, or my main event, I guess. Run that. This is my site. Sporting Support. I just said I really like soccer. Attest to that. Sporting Support. It is a modern web application for managing injuries and illnesses within the Sporting Kansas City Soccer Club. All you get as an unauthenticated user is a homepage explaining what it does for the trainers and coaches and for the players separately, which is a little hint into the roles we're going to see. Then you get the About Us page, Sporting Support again, modern web application. You can read through that on your own. You've got our team and staff, which is actually what our roles are going to be. And actually, my first role is already logged in, which is awesome. I love you, autofill. Once we log in, you're going to see my pet project for this week. Really excited to show you guys. This is what you see as a logged in user. Now, I've been seeing a lot of Bootstrap, JavaScript, admin templates over the past few months while attending Centriq, and I really, that really got me excited. So I wanted to do one of those. You've got some stats, goals. We've got 9th in the conference, your ranking, which is saddening to me. And you've got a schedule for your last 3 games, which are actually the last 3 games, and the next 3 games coming up. So next home game is Chicago Fire, which should be a good game. We've got 1 more day till training, which is actually play on Saturday, I believe. That is actually correct. So obviously right now we are logged in as Peter Vermees, head coach of Sporting Kansas City. He is my head admin, or my super admin, because he basically has control over most of the club. As a super admin, he can create employees. So let's go ahead and create an employee. I'm going to go with, since it's his birthday today, Eric Palmer Brown. I used to go to school with him. He is the 16, I guess he's 18 now, year-old that plays for them. So if you know Eric, you can see him around and tell him happy birthday. Okay, I'm going to stick in phone number there. I'm going to stick in player, even though that's also cool. So he's active right now, plays every now and again. Put him in the players, we'll upload a file, which I stuck right in the desktop. AirPalmBrown.jpg, awesome. I'm going to create him real quick. And then you're going to see all of the employees pop up, and sorry, there's already an Eric Palmer Brown in there. These were tests that I made. Picture doesn't show up, I'm not exactly sure why. You can get that solved right after. But also you can search employees, so let's see. I'm looking for Matt Beasler, as if he's not on the page already. But you search him, comes right up. I'm gonna move on. This is another fun thing I did over the week. Log out page, takes you right back to the home page. Go back in, and we are going to log in as a player. One thing I learned over Project Week, always bring your glasses to the project. Alright, now you are a player. You get the same exact dashboard as the head coach and everybody else. In fact, these gray parts are just a layout. I took the view start from NBC and put a simple if statement in there. So no matter what, or whatever your role is, that information comes up for you. As a player, you get a little bit, you're limited on what you can do here. Your main function as a player is to submit injury tickets. Now I kept it short and sweet because normally when you're injured, you don't really feel like filling out a whole bunch of forms. I hope not, at least. And actually, I get a chance to show this off. This is mobile responsive, so if he gets hurt on the field, then he has the opportunity to use his phone or the trainer's iPad or something of that nature in order to report his injury. So, what kind of injury does Dom have? What kind of soccer injuries can we throw out here? Anybody got one?
Twisted ankle.
Burst toe.
Bronchitis. I like bronchitis. Thank you, Mike. And we'll say, let's see, what can we do? It's an illness, obviously. Let's create that, and I apparently thought of everything when I put illness. But here are all the active tickets. He can see the active tickets because I think the player should be able to know what teammates are out at the time. You can also look at the employees index. That's about it. Let's log out of here. And we have one more role. And I should probably put in a password, but that shows validation. Awesome. Now you are in the trainer role. Now the menu looks very similar to the player because it is. you just get your personalized profile on here and your dashboard. That is a little, or actually the dashboard's the same. Your personal profile though is different. You can actually edit tickets though, rather than just submit them and look at all the other tickets. So here is Mr. I'm sorry, I don't know how to say the last name. Carey. It's all his tickets that he has to deal with for the day. And that is what I have to show you today. Before I ask for questions, I would like to say thank you to the staff of Centriq Training, the staff, the instructors. You guys are absolutely amazing, and to tell you guys that you do a good job every day wouldn't be enough. You guys are absolutely wonderful. I would like to say thank you to my classmates, because you guys made it a blast every single day to come to class. And a program as grueling as this is, you know how fun the comic relief is, or how the relieving how the comic relief is. Let's put it like that. But you guys are great, and I love each and every single one of you, especially you, Gilmore. All right, I would like to open the floor for questions. Does anybody have questions for me?
I know, this is gonna be good.
Yeah, before I answer this question, if anybody sees the signs out in the hallway, that is her doing.
It is my doing.
Yeah.
You stole my phone and took 127 selfies on it. 127, and I kept my three favorite, and I told him at some point they're going to come back to haunt you, so I decorated for your graduation.
Yeah, I
So
appreciate the
welcome.
congratulations though.
Yeah,
That was
it was
nice.
genuine.
I like it.
I like the hashtag.
What is your
Yeah.
question?
What's your question?
Hashtag no question. So you came into this and pretty much came to us after a semester of college.
Yep.
Found out that wasn't for you. Came here, found your passion. What's that feel like at your age?
It's amazing. It's in college, I kind of felt like I wasn't at the right place. You have that gut feeling that you're just like, you drag your feet on the way to class, except for that one class, of course. But you drag your feet every way to class, and when it kills a passion like football, which I had a huge passion for, I played it all through high school, I knew for a fact I was not at the right place. And to come here and to be immersed in such a culture that this school is, it was an absolutely awesome feeling. Anybody else?
I have a two-part question.
Okay.
The,
Hit me with it.
the first part is, do you still think the instructor's a wizard?
Ooh, I
Watch
still.
yourself.
Yeah. You see, I got to know him, and his wizard powers went away. But
They're no wizards.
Green killer.
I'm curious. I see your site. It looked great. You got a lot of stuff going on there. I'm curious. Did you enjoy doing the front end portion more than say like the functionality side of it at all, or how do you separate those two, and what do you prefer?
I wouldn't say I prefer anything over the other. I've explained this track and what we learned in this track as a meal plan. You know, you gotta have your front end, your middle end, and your back end, your databases, your CSS, HTML in the middle, everything connecting, your C#, everything that connects the two. And you gotta have 3 square meals a day, you know, so that is how I explain it. I'm just saying, I like to eat 3 meals a day, I'm a grown boy. But yeah, I think I have a lot of experience. All of my experience with video technology and graphics have helped me immensely with my front end skills, and I think I'm very confident in my front end skills, and I just dove right into all the front end stuff that week, and it turned out pretty well. Got pretty good.
All right, so I'm going to make you admit this in front of everybody. Your mom was right. Right?
Your mom was right.
Go ahead and say it. Say it.
Do it.
Into the camera. Into the camera.
Say
My
it.
mother was right.
And I can't say enough good things about you from what I've seen. We we certainly started targeting younger groups to try to get those that just going into a college or something like that to come through. And there's always concern about maturity and whether or not this is going to be the right spot. And dude, you fit in perfect. I mean, great family member along with everybody else. And honestly, you guys are family. I'd be curious to see what you guys look like 4 or 5 years from now, and how many of you just become good friends, because I know it's going to happen.
I'm guessing we're still going to be watching Diet Dr. Pepper commercials.
But I don't really have so much. I'll ask the advice question, but I just want to say really proud of all of you, but very, very proud. Your maturity, everything else, and I know you were cracking jokes and stuff like that, but still, your maturity and your attendance, everything, how serious you took it, is very, very impressive. So, advice for those others coming behind you?
Absolutely. I got in with a very talented class. I'm not going to shake anything from them. These guys are absolutely amazing. And the first couple days, with the little coding experience I had, I was very, very intimidated by their skills. And it came to the point where the first week I was questioning whether I should be here or not. So my advice to you is, no matter the circumstances, no matter what is going on at home, no matter what you're doing outside, work hard. Because you are going to get out of this program what you put into it. And I put blood, sweat, and tears, a lot more tears than anything else, into this program. And I'm happy to be here, and I'm happy with what I showed you guys today. So I work hard, have fun, laugh a little bit. That's always good. Make friends. That's my advice. Anything else?
Awesome.
Gotcha, dope.
Go.
How did you go from being a football player to a fan of the other sport?
Okay, now. It's yeah. Okay, so once you know what position I played in football, you will understand why I like soccer. I was a kicker and a punter.
Okay.
So I've always had a passion for both. So I'll put it that way. Great question. I like it. Anything else?
All right, good job. Very good. I'm sorry.